Good morning again to all my stick to it members. This is just a light check in as a small content creator. Some of them is seasoned, trying to be like you one day, but you guys know who you are. All the support, all the love. Just reflecting. This is not the 10 minute of healing. I know it's coming, y'all. I promise. But I had a rough week, little rough last 2 weeks, and I kept pushing through. Thursday's video, the introduction was not my real video. Um, y'all know what happened. They sent me an email this morning. CapCut did, pretty much, telling me they can't help me because I didn't give them my device ID, and that's besides the point. I did it another way, so I will be able to continue to edit. But nevertheless, it's a new day. The sun is shining. It's a little hot here, but we're gonna push through it. Busy day, back to work. I had a couple days off, and I was booked with a lot of shirts and stuff to design and send out. So we back to it. I want to encourage all the small content creators. Whatever it is that you're going through in your personal life, don't let it hinder you or make you feel overwhelmed. Keep going, keep pushing, and find ways to overcome, because you have no other choice to. So don't let it get you down. We know that if it's content that you're trying to get out, that there is a rhythm that you have to get into. And I'm sure everybody has failed in their promise to upload or whatnot. Make a short, but just keep going. Every video gets better and better. What I've learned, in this last week was, take a look around YouTube, take a look around to see what people is doing, and just pay attention. Things will begin to pop to you. If there's thoughts in your head after your video, after you watch it, you're like, man, I need to work on this, or I need to work on that. Work on that for the next video. Every journey starts with the first step. And as I promised, I was going to show you the grind, and hopefully, besides the message that you were able to see, that I got more comfortable with the camera. I changed up the scenery a little bit. I started paying attention to how I was looking at the camera. There's a couple things that I recently purchased, and just find out what it is that you need. And I have this one device. Actually, I don't even know. My wife got it, but basically, it is I start filming from the front camera. I don't do the selfie camera, I guess, if you would say. And there's a device that you sync to Bluetooth, and it comes with a phone holder, that small device. Let me see if I can. But basically, you sync to this here, so you can see how you look when you're presenting your content. But it sticks to the tripod holder. Um, it pretty much just mirrors from the front camera. That's the best way I can say. It helps you to see where you're at, what your setup looks like, because you can't see when you're doing the regular camera. So again, just make those small steps, the small commitments to what it is that you're doing. Don't get discouraged. Every week seems like it's going to be a high and a low. I was so, enthused with editing and getting this last video out here, and look what happened. I kept going, I kept persevering, I kept pushing through, and we're here, another day to start over with a clear mind, to get it right. So don't give up. you know just keep going. I thank all the new subscribers that hit the subscribe button. The ones that's leaving a comment definitely helps push out the message. But again, guys, it's a roller coaster. I understand. Just keep going. I didn't get a chance to stop by my members channels, but I would definitely hold my end of the bargain. and check you guys out. I've been seeing you guys doing amazing things, and it's encouraging to me as well. And this morning, I got maybe a few more shirts to print off. I got some stuff that I could be doing, but no, I said nope. I'm gonna sit here, read my word. I'm gonna, freshen up this time. Last time I didn't, before I started this video. But again, just enjoy the journey, enjoy the progress, and it'll come. I've seen a lot of members that hit their mark. They hit their, I believe it's what, 500 subscribers and so many hours, 4,000 hours of watch time. And I had my first live, and I was nervous. I was sweating. Just the anxiety, just everything that I had going on for the week. And I pushed through. I regrouped y'all. I'm asking, to be patient with me as I be patient with y'all. And continue to share, continue to inspire, continue to encourage, continue to uplift. And we're gonna get through this. We're gonna look back and we're gonna see a whole new slew of people that's coming on, and we can say, oh, I was once where you were. And just enjoy the joy, enjoy the day, enjoy the time, enjoy the ups and enjoy the downs. But first off, remember, keep God in everything you do. This is Mr. Stick to It. We sticking to the purpose. And tune in. Like I say, I got some stuff that is recorded. I was able to figure out my editing setback, and we're going to keep this journey going. So I love y'all. Be safe out there. If you're in the South, it's supposed to be hot today. So make sure you got your water, and have a good one.